It's the 450B class. Top qualifiers out there. Again, as we look down the line, it was Cullen Park who took the win in his qualifying opportunity. Other riders up in front. A third place ride posted by Slade Smith. Fourth spot by Levi Kitchen. A second place qualifying run by Nick Romano. So that'll set the stage right here. We are off and running. It is 450B action. It is race number 42 out on the track. And that's going to be Romano. He is a rocket off the start out of New York, and he'll lead him out. But we got a Kawasaki mounted rider breathing down his neck pretty early. He'll take a decidedly calculated run around the outside to clear that big tabletop. And that's going to be the 272 ride out there, Matt Whistling Grigg. And Riston Grigg out of Asheville, North Carolina, certainly no stranger to this caliber of competition. Has got a good jump going on out there, and would like to throw a rope around our leader, Romano, before that guy can get out there and start making hay under this impressive layout. I mean, he is flying out there already early. We'll keep an eye on our heavy hitters and who's got the good starts up in front. Eddie Noren Jr. is one of those riders with a great start. Kate Niffing, Nate Augustin, Austin Kaperkanitis, Blake Hazen, Jack Beelan, Slade Smith, Tyler Evans, and Tommy Rios. Cullen Park, Jack Rogers, Jonah Geisler. They run 13th, 14th, and 15th. They've got some work to do. Checking it up in front, and Romano settles into a nice lead, boosting across the inside. Certainly going to have his hands full. A great run out there. And Riston Grigg, the Kawasaki mounted rider, again out of Asheville, North Carolina. I'd like to thank the folks at Pro Circuit, Team Green Kawasaki, Roostem X, Scott Guts, Dunlop, and Power Sports of Greenville, as well as Capital Cycles, helping this guy out. And out of Asheville, North Carolina, he has got his sight sets on Romano. But Romano slowly trying to creep. Small nuances that he'll throw down on the racetrack come together to shave time each and every lap. And Romano continues to turn the fastest laps out on the racetrack. He's got a 107 flat, a 107.3 for Riston Grigg, a 107.7 for Eddie Nord, a 107.6 for Caden Niffing in the 108 range. Nathan Augustin, who is in the top 5. So it's going to take a Herculean event right here for riders to come out of the back and close on up. But that's what's happening as Cullen Park, Blake Hazen, Slade Smith starting to make their run to the front. And Cullen Park will get ahead of Geisler, Evans, Cameron Minton, and Tommy Rios in his charge towards the front. He gets up in there, then it looked like. And we'll keep an eye on his progress out there. Cullen Park, as we said, a little further back, but turning laps in the 108 range. Our leader in the 106 range there, Romano, taking advantage of the wide open racetrack. And he'll rail it around the outside, while Riston Grigg is going to have to deal with a Yamaha mounted rider. That's going to be Kate Niffing, and Niffing all up over him on the 351 Yamaha. He's brought Eddie Noren right up in there with him. They've got very similar lap times, and they've got plenty of time to track them down. Wow, and there's a nice line, and right up the inside, that's going to be Caden Niffing. Niffing on the brakes hard. He'll carve up and on the inside of the Kawasaki mounted rider. He'll get around Riston Grigg. That puts him up in the second spot. Will he be able to step it up and close the gap up on Romano? Romano with a dream ride out here in the start of the 450B class. Out of New York, a wide open racetrack for him there continues to be available. Cullen Park comes through this time now. He turns a 106, one of the fastest riders out there, but continuing to struggle. He'll be in the 6th position for you. The active ride suspension Yamaha settling down into the corners. That's where Cullen Park has made up the time. Dude, listen to me. Whoa, the Yamaha rider tough break right there for Eddie Noren. He got on the gas a little early, blew the berm out a little bit, kind of toppled over. That opens up an opportunity, and again, at this pace, that's a gift for more riders. So Nathan Augustin, Cullen Park, Slade Smith, Austin Kaepernick, as well as Tommy Rios going to be able to capitalize on that slight mistake. Noren had a great battle going on up in there after an excellent start. Here comes Romano still out in front. Settling into a pace now. It's going to be tough to knock him off the block. Riston Grigg back in the second spot. Cullen Park up to third. And a hard charge by Nathan Augustin now in the fourth spot. So Park with several strong passes on each and every lap. He'll continue to turn some incredibly fast laps. Cullen Park in the 105 range now. The fastest lap on the track, turned by the 43 bike. The SLR active ride suspension Yamaha runner trying to make it happen. Go ahead, Wes. Sorry about that, buddy. This battle just on fire out here.
That's all right. Everybody down here is falling asleep down here waiting for this podium. I appreciate it. Landry Hazen, come on up here. You're going to finish third. We've got a bronze medal for you. Congratulations. Come on over here. Yeah, front center. You know the drill. How you doing?
Good.
Tell me about your race.
I got to a bad start and I just rode my race.
Who do you want to thank?
I thank my mom, dad, Real Deal, MCR, TCD, Blake, Bella, and Bree, and Fly, Scott, 60, Tamer, and everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Landry Hazen finishing up third. Katie Benson, the 28 ride, come up here. You're going to get the silver medal. Congratulations out there. Great job out there. Tell me about your race, Katie.
I got off to an okay start. Then I couldn't get feeling right on the Super Mini, but you know, there's always motocross.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, Nahilo, Bell, Monster, Kenny Day for these awesome boots I have, Micah, and everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Katie Benson finishing up second. Kylie Stallings, come on up here. Supercross girls senior 12 to 16. Come around the backside so we can see your bike. Congratulations out there. You get the gold medal and the champ. All right, tell me about your race.
It was good. I got up to a good start. I got the whole shot and just try to stay consistent, not make mistakes, and stay out front.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my trainer Robbie Raynard, Maxima, Fly, WPS, Alpine Star, Elusive, Bell, Micah Metals, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you guys so much.
All right, congratulations. Jeff Hines, take it away.
All right, Rodney Tomlin now up here in the tower, and thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we check in with the action. And Nick Romano still out front of this, and Caden Nipping in the number 2 spot, about 1.8 seconds separated the two, but Nipping actually turning a little bit faster last time than Romano that time, almost a full second. Romano at a 106.4, Nipping at a 105.5, and Cullen Park also at a 105.5, as he is nearly 4 seconds behind Nipping now in that number 3 spot, just making his way around Riston Grigg on the last lap around. Grigg now in the number 4 spot aboard the 272. Slade Smith now in 5th aboard the 737. Then it's Nathan Augustin in the number 6 spot. Tommy Rios is up to 7th. 8th, Austin Kupakarnitis, as we saw him lose a couple of spots there that last time around, but still solid in the top 10. The 269, 9th place is Blake Hazen, and Cole Bradford rounds out your top 10. Just a look back here at lap number 7, as we still got just a few more laps to go. We got 11 through 20 looking like Garrett Matamoros, Tyler Evans, Jack Phelan 13th, 14th, Logan Boyd 15th, Reagan Wasmuth 16th is Kyle McNichol, Eddie Noren in 17th, Ty Casey is 18th, 19th is Corey Rogers, Jonah Geisler rounds out your top 20. But it's back up front. We're watching things tighten up a little bit now as Romano is starting to feel a little bit of pressure. It's still just over a second, 1.2 of them, but we know that those wheels are being shown, and actually it looks like maybe that gap is starting to close even more as they get into the heart of this racetrack now, into the bowl turn, and it has closed up quite a bit, as now Nipping well within striking distance, a bike length as he tries to thread some needles down here, heading into the front stretch. Still calm, cool, collected, none shaken at this moment. Is the 4-1-1 of Romano, and still closing up hard and fast on both these riders. Is that 43 of Colin Park. 8 laps down on this one, 2 laps to go on a 10-lap moto. We'll be seeing the white flag this time around for your leader of Romano, and Nipping closing up hard. It was 1.2 seconds, and I'm going to say it's well within a half second. It visually right now on this racetrack, it looks like any moment that you might see Nipping try to jump into a line of Nick Romano's. They're nearly side by side now coming out of that first turn past the finish line, but Romano's got the drive from the outside and still maintaining about a 7/10 of a second lead over Nipping. The gap now only 2 seconds back to Colin Park. So can Park bridge this gap here in this final moto to make this a 3-man shootout, or is it going to go down to the wire for these two, the 4-1-1 and the 851 of Caden Nipping? Here we go. 85 on the machine, obviously, for Nipping now as we make that one last pass in front of the announcer's box. And only a couple of bike lengths separating the two. It looks like Park is closing up on the two, but not sure that he's going to have a chance to make a last-ditch effort. But certainly Caden Nipping right in position. Can Nick Romano, the young 450. Oh, and he goes down. Another mistake and 2 turns to go. And he goes down. Romano simply falls over once again, and that will hand it to Caden Nipping for the #1 position and the 450B Supercross Championship here, the 48th annual Thor Minios presented by Pro Circuit. Colin Park, another phenomenal ride through the pack. A bad start up to second place. Romano will get up, remount that machine, and finish in a 3rd place position. Can't take anything away from this kid. Unfortunately, results not reflecting the type of rides and talent that this kid is putting forth here in his first showing on this new Yamaha ride. But man, I tell you, good things to look forward to for a long time out of that 4-1-1 as he wraps up 3rd place. It'll be Slade Smith in the #4 spot, Nathan Augustin in the #5 position, Riston Grigg, the 272, will finish up in 6th. Austin Kupakranidis will round out 7th.